And a good afternoon. It's Wednesday, June the 3rd, and this is South Texas Midday. I'm Lon Gonzalez. Despite sticking it out for well over 10 hours, the Corpus Christi City Council decided to hold off on a yay or nay answer to its desalination project. The project is planned for the city's inner harbor and at one time was discarded. City Council had to decide whether to award or deny the contract totaling $78.6 million, which would bring the project to 60% of its design. Despite comments from protesters and experts during the marathon council session, council member Gil Hernandez reminded the council of the city's financial picture with other water projects and focused on the lack of contracts with large volume water users. Despite all the comments and research on the matter, the council voted to table it until September 1st. It doesn't take long for heat to build up in the coastal bend, and with that being said, Corpus Christi city leaders have begun to reopen cooling centers to help residents stay safe during the upcoming summer months. The program, called Beat the Heat, is more focused on protecting the more vulnerable residents, including elderly and others affected by dangerous heat. The cooling centers will operate at 4 senior centers: the Ethel Irely Center, Greenwood Senior Center, Lindale Senior Center, and the Oville Williams Senior Center. A family in Weslaco, the family of a Weslaco cheerleader has filed an amended petition to a lawsuit against an energy drink distributor who had been implicated in her death and had filed a motion to dismiss that legality. Larissa Rodriguez died in October 2025 from an enlarged heart that a coroner's report say was attributed to stress and large amounts of caffeine after she had consumed Alani energy drinks. The family filed a lawsuit against Glazer's Beer and Beverage, the distributor of that energy drink, back in April. The group responded to the suit, denying the claim, and filed a motion to dismiss the legal action. Glazer accused the family of suing them and not the manufacturer to keep the lawsuit in a state court to avoid federal diversity jurisdiction. Most polling shows the Texas Senate race between Republican Ken Paxton and Democrat James Tallarico as extremely close. Houston Public Media's Andrew Schneider reports that potentially creates an opening for a third-party candidate, Libertarian Ted Brown, to shape the outcome in November.
When Ted Brown ran for the Senate 2 years ago, he received more than 250,000 votes. He's confident he can do at least as well this time.
You have a Republican candidate, Ken Paxton, who is just absolutely has a history of corruption and just is a terrible candidate.
Cal Gilson of Southern Methodist University says Brown could draw voters who previously supported Senator John Cornyn, who Paxton beat in the Republican primary.
Even a 2% vote for Brown, given that it would likely come disproportionately from Republican voters who can't vote for Paxton, it could affect the outcome of the race.
The candidate that gets the most votes for the U.S. Senate in November wins outright, even if he doesn't get more than 50% of votes cast. I'm Andrew Schneider in Houston.
In the Rio Grande Valley, Cameron County lawmen are not accepting nonviolent offenders. The reason, according to Cameron County Sheriff Manuel Trevino, is simple. The county has to comply with state jail standards when it comes to jail overcrowding. Cameron County jails were found to be non-compliant with state regulations after being over capacity in the inmate population in April. The sheriff's office has been working with a variety of local judges and district attorneys' offices to move cases through the courts to move some of those inmates out. The Texas Commission on Jail Standards has said Cameron County has submitted its plan of action and will continue to be monitored. The White House Correspondents Association dinner has been rescheduled for July 24th. The event was initially disrupted in April by an assassination attempt on President Donald Trump. Weijia Jiang, president of the White House Correspondents Association, announced the new date and emphasized enhanced safety measures and new access procedures. Trump revealed on his Truth Social platform that the dinner would be held at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. A couple of area baseball teams gearing up for their appearances on the state stage. The Cal Allen Wildcats are hoping they'll defend their 2025 UIL 4A D1 title against a familiar opponent, Pleasant Grove. Cal Allen beat Pleasant Grove last year to win its state title. Cal Allen going into the state finals with a senior-heavy roster. The two teams match up Friday at 9 a.m. London is also heading to state and also hoping to defend their state title. The Pirates taking on Boyd for the UIL 3A D1 championship game. That is set for Thursday at 4 p.m. And Game 1 of the NBA Finals might seem like old times for the San Antonio Spurs and New York Knicks. It's the Knicks' 9th time in the title series and the 8th time they've played Game 1 on the road. It's the Spurs' 7th time in the title series and the 6th time they've played Game 1 at home. A good amount of time has passed for both teams since they've been on this stage. The Knicks haven't played in the finals since losing to the Spurs in 1999, and the Spurs haven't been there since beating the Miami Heat in 2014. And that's the latest on South Texas Midday. I'm Lon Gonzalez, your community arts calendar, and more coming your way in just a moment.